Jai Shri Gurudev. Our next lecture video is on isometric projection of frustum of solids. Now, what do you mean by frustum of solids? First, you should know about. Already we know about solids. Solids are nothing but a three-dimensional objects are represented. It has a length, breadth, and thickness. Right? Solids having it may be a prism, pyramid, cones, cylinder, etc. Those are solids. This is a three-dimensional representation of object, right? Now the one more word comes here, frustum, right? Frustum nothing but you go for a cut the solid that is parallel to the base, that is called as the lower part of the solid is called as a frustum of solids. Best example for frustum of solids, if you take a carrot, cucumber, or onion or radish, then how do you cut those vegetables? You may cut those vegetables with the parallel to each other, right? Now whatever the cutting plane is parallel to the base, the lower part of the solid is called as a frustum of solids. Now we'll go through here frustum, and one more is truncated of solids. When prism, pyramid, cylinders and cones are cut by cutting planes, the lower portion of the solids are called either frustum or truncated of those solids. Whatever the upper portion of the solid is removed, that is called as a frustum or truncated solids. When the solids are cut such that their cut surfaces are parallel to the base are called frustum of solids. Take here for example take a pentagonal pyramid having base A, B, C, D, E and apex O. There is a pentagonal pyramid. Now you go for pass a cutting plane, arbitrary cutting plane parallel to the base and remove the top surfaces. What is the bottom surface is there of the solid? That is called as a frustum. Means see then the frustum of solids. Here what is the base is there? Shape hexagonal shape. Same hexagonal shape you will get here. Right? True is appear as a hexagonal. Pentagonal pyramid as a base is pentagonal shape, right? Same pentagonal shape will get here, right? And it is parallel to the base also. That is called the frustum of pentagonal pyramid. Similarly, go for frustum of a cone. Base is circular shape. Now cone it is. Again, you pass an arbitrary cutting plane parallel to the base and remove the top surfaces. Again, the lower part of the solid, in this upper part what we call as a is also a circular but reduced in size. Here also in the top face here reduced in size, not equal to the base side, right? Those are called as the frustum of solids, right? Next, when the solids are cut such that their cut surfaces are inclined to the base, they are called as a truncated solids. Now if you pass a cutting plane inclined to the base, now remove the part. Now that also looks as the same shape of the base but not as a true one. It is a apparent shape you call as. There is a truncated of pentagonal pyramid. Similarly go for truncated of cone also. If you pass an arbitrary cutting plane inclined to the base, right, then it is called a truncated of the what is the shape you will get? Ellipse, but is not a true shape. It is true shape of the circle, right? That is a truncated. But here for your syllabus only a frustum of solids is there. It may be for frustum of pentagonal pyramid, a frustum of hexagonal pyramid, frustum of cone, right? Yes. Now in the frustum of solids, you remember that whatever the base is there, now you will not get apex here. In the pyramid you will get what? A top face is there with a reduced size. Don't confuse with the prism and the frustum of pyramid. In the frustum of pyramid, it is the top face is reduced size compared to the base side, right? Now we'll go for solve problems on the isometric projection of frustum of solids. Here in that first one, the frustum of a square pyramid of base sides 40 mm and height 60 mm and top face sides 20 mm rest on HP. Draw isometric projections of the solids. What is the type of solid is given? Is the frustum of square pyramid. Now see, the frustum of square pyramid is, it have a single, the base is a square base, apex here, right? Now we'll go for cut arbitrary cutting plane at a distance of, from the base, how much it is, 60 mm. Then cut the arbitrary cutting plane, then remove the top, so the top solids, and what are the bottom solids, the lower part of the solids is kept here. Now this is a frustum of square pyramid having base, top face also there, but reduced in size of the sides, and now the axis is almost 60. The base side is 40 mm, the top side is given 20 mm, and axis is almost 60 mm. Start. Now it's given frustum of square pyramid, base side how much, 40 mm, height 60 mm, top face side is 20 mm. In top face also this is also a square shape only, base also is a square shape, right? But with the top face is a reduced size. Now first you go for draw orthographic projections of a frustum of a square pyramid. First you draw the base is a 40 mm, right? And bound by is a square base, or it's already is in the square box itself, called as A1, B1, C1, D1, and give the dimensions here 40, right? B1 to C1 is 40 mm, B1 to A1 also 40 mm, right? Now after that, next we'll go for draw, then project this one to the vertically upward, the base only project vertically upward, only base project vertically upward. Now you can see the B1 dash of A1 dash, C1 dash of D1 dash on XY line. Now O1, sorry, this is O1, this is O, right? Yes, O1 dash, the O1 dash is the center of the square base, right? From this O1 dash, draw a vertical line, this axis line, measure how much, 60 mm, right? 60 mm. Okay, after that, on the 60 mm, see the what is the top face, how much it is, how much it is from the top face, from here to here, it is total is square pyramid is 20 mm, right? Top face, and then half of it is 10 mm. Measure that, then you'll get these two corners, B dash, A dash, and C dash, D dash. Then join this B dash, B1 dash, and C dash, C1 dash, right? Then you'll go for draw vertically projector to the head downward. At the same time, as you know that the base center O1, B1 O1, A1 O1, D1 O1, and C1 O1. There's a thin line, so you may draw it. Then once the B dash vertical projected downward, C dash vertical projected downward, that touches this diagonal, that touches these slant edges, A1 O1, right? That mark as A. Then similarly, then B1 O1, then vertical project that the intersection point is called as B. Similarly go for C and D, right? Now there is no apex here, we'll get a top face, right? And also go for give the dimension for this square box A, B, C, D, that is how much it is, 20 mm, B to C is 20 mm, and the center O point, top face center O, then B to O, how much it is in the horizontal direction is 10 mm. Similarly go for in vertical direction is B to A 20 mm, B to O is 10 mm. Now this orthographic projection of what? Square pyramid, sorry, frustum of square pyramid. Next we go for draw isoscale, isometric scale. Now interesting is here how to draw isometric projection of frustum of square pyramid. As you know the base is a square, you know how to draw that, the square base, square, right? Square lamina, draw it is iso horizontal, right? Draw a 30-degree line and 150-degree line, and say that this is a B1, called at this intersection point is B1. Next From this, along this 30-degree line, measure B1C is a 40 mm. Take ISO 40. So take an ISO actual scale and then convert it to ISO 40 mm and measure this B2D, draw an arc. Now as you know that B1 to C1 how much? 40 mm. Measured it on, I convert it to ISO scale, then draw an arc on the 30-degree. Or if you have using ISO sheets, then measure how many blocks? 4 blocks on 30-degree. Similarly, B1 to A1 how much? 40 mm. B1 to A1 40 mm. I convert it to ISO 40 or take 4 blocks on the 150-degree line. Similarly, on this from the C1 again measure 4 blocks, ISO 40 mm and A1 to D1 ISO 40. Now we will get the a square shape, right? Now from that you mark the center. How do you get center? Either go for join this diagonal A1 C1 and B1 D1. The intersection point will get the center. One method, or another one is, you know, the B1 C1 center, right? Then A1 B1 is the center. Draw a line, the 30-degree line and 150-degree line. The intersection point will get the center of the square base. Once you get center of square base O1, from the O1 draw a vertical line. Okay, 90-degree line. On the 90-degree line, how much you measured here? 60 mm. Convert into ISO 60. To the compass O1, draw an arc on the 90-degree line. Or from this point O, measure how many blocks? 6 blocks. Now we'll get the top face center is O. Once you get top face center O, then draw a 30-degree line and extend it in the opposite side also. And from this draw 150-degree line and extend it also in opposite side, right? Then I'll go for on the 30-degree line. See that on the 30-degree line, what is this side comes here? CD, right? CD. Where is CD? CD is here, right? Sorry, CD is here, right? What is the center of the CD here? How much this distance here? 10 mm, right? Convert into ISO 10, right? Convert to ISO 10 and draw an arc here, or measure from O how many blocks here? 1 block, right? On both sides we'll go for do the same thing, because on the other side AB also, AB is also how much distance from O to the center of AD is also is a 10 mm. Total almost 20 mm. 20 minus 10 is get 10 only, right? On other side also measure 10 mm. Similarly, from on 150-degree line, 150-degree line, what is A1 D1 means AB will come, right? AB will come. What is center from O to AD center is also at 10 mm, right? Measure 10 mm or 1 block, and on another side also measure 1 more block. Now once you get these points on 30-degree line and this point on 150-degree line, from this point draw a 150-degree line. This from this also draw 150-degree line. This whatever the mark you mark, whatever the points you marked on 30-degree line, from those points draw a 150-degree line. So whatever the points you mark on the 150-degree line, and draw a 30-degree line. The intersection point will get the corner B, C, D, A of the top face of the square pyramid. Right? You got this. You understand this concept. Once you mark the point A, B, C, D on the top face of the square frustum of square pyramid, then apply the rule. The top face is visible, that is A, B, C, D, that may continuously climb. Then outer edge A to A1 is visible, B to B1 also visible, C to C1 also visible. Whatever the bottom face of the square pyramid, A1 B1 is visible, B1 C1 is visible. The corner D1 is far away from the observer, is invisible. Then show the dashed thick line. Right? This is a isometric projection of frustum of square pyramid. Suppose for you are in the orthographic position in the top view, if you difficult to represent the bottom face and top face and give the dimension for those the square base, better go for redraw one more time. For first you draw for a base square pyramid, then name it as give the dimensions, and draw one more the top face square pyramid, another top face square pyramid, then go for give the dimension. That is also right. The next problem is the frustum of pentagonal pyramid of base side 45 mm and top side is 35 mm and height 55 mm. Draw isometric projections of the solid. Now here this is a frustum of pentagonal pyramid, right? Frustum of pentagonal pyramid having base, top face and axis. Base side is given 45 mm, axis length is given 55 mm and top face side is given 35 mm, right? Now first draw the orthographic projections. Now draw the orthographic projection of a pentagonal frustum of pentagonal pyramid on the top face. Now always you take here whatever the base is there, that is parallel to both the planes, parallel to both HP and VP, right? Then only you can construct it. Otherwise you go for separately. If you go for perpendicular, the side is perpendicular, the one of the side is perpendicular to the VP. If you go for construct it, then takes to separate a pentagonal shape of the side 45 mm and the one is 35 mm. If you want to draw on one sheet, then you take the base side is there, one of the base side should be parallel to both the plane, parallel to both HP and VP, means that is horizontal one, right? Now construct the pentagonal shape, that is A1, B1, C1, D1, E1, that is the bottom face of the frustum of square pentagonal pyramid. And then project into vertically upward to the base, to the XY line, to the XY line. From the center O1 dash, draw a vertical line. How much you measure? 55 mm. On the 55, on this measured here, from draw a line here on this line, horizontal line in the top face. How much you measured here? 35 mm, right? 35 divided by 2, that is 17.5 on each side, right? Measure, that you get A dash and B dash. Then draw a vertical projector vertically downward. Now whatever that from the slant edges, A1 to O1, B1 to O1, C1 to O1, D1 to O1, E1 to O1, that is a dash thin lines. Then the intersection that O1, A1 to O, from this here A dash vertical projector, where you intersect here, that point is called A, and make it this continuous thick line A to A1, that is a slant edge, right? Similarly B dash vertical projector. Once you get AB, right, then you go for draw a 72 degree line that touches O1 to C1. From here also draw a 72 degree line, an exterior angle that touches the O1 to E1, that is E. From this you go for draw R2 compass, you go for take 35 mm radius, then touch this the vertical line here, that you get point D, right? The top face of the square frustum square pyramid, that is the top face is also a pentagonal pyramid. Top face is also pentagonal pyramid. This is equal to A, B, C, D, E, right? Then mark it, then keep it in rectangular box. Both the bottom base also kept in rectangular box, top face also kept in rectangular box. If you are difficult to read this, go for separately you draw. One pentagonal is bottom face, other one is top face, then kept in rectangular box, right? Now we'll see the what is the isometric projections of pentagonal frustum of pentagonal pyramid, frustum of pentagonal pyramid, right? Pentagonal pyramid. Now you know how to construct the pentagon on the iso horizontal, right? After this, mark the center of that that pentagonal lamina. From this draw a vertical line, 90-degree line. Along the 90-degree line measure ISO 155 mm. Then you get the center of the top face. From the once you get the center of the top face, draw a 30-degree line and extend the another side also, and draw 150-degree line and extend the another side also. So on the 30-degree line measure the distance, that is what is center here, what will come here, 2 to 3, right? Box 2 to 3. What is the center from the O1 to 2 is how much here? This is 28.5. You measure here to the compass, convert into ISO 28.5 and draw on the 30-degree lines. Similarly, what is on another side is 3 to 4. How much it is? It is what is the total length? 60. Then convert into 30, right? ISO 30. Take ISO 30, make 3 blocks, draw an arc here. Right, now we will get this point and this point and this point and this point. On the 30-degree line, whatever the point you marked, from those points draw a 150-degree line. Right, whatever the points you marked on the 150-degree line, then you go for draw a 30-degree line. Then you will get a rectangular box of the top face of the pentagonal shape, right? Then you mark the points on the A, B, C, D, E. This is ISO horizontal. What do we method you follow that in the construction of a pentagonal lamina, right? Then you go for top face is visible, only outer edges are visible, right? Then you go for darken this. This is what is the isometric projection of pentagonal pyramid. Similarly, go for try this one also, an hexagonal pyramid of base 30 mm, top face 18 mm, side and height 50 mm. Draw isometric projections of the solid. This is a frustum of hexagonal pyramid. And the last problem in this video is the frustum of cone, base diameter 50 mm, top diameter 25 mm and height 50 mm. Draw isometric projections. Now this is what a frustum of a cone. Base how much? 50 mm, top face diameter 25 mm and axis length is how much? 50 mm, right? This is the data. Then go for draw orthographic projections of the top view of the frustum of core and front view of the frustum of core. When you draw the top view, keep it in, that is in square box. Now these are dimensions, sir, is a 50 mm and 25 mm is in 5 blocks and 2.5 blocks. Then you go for draw iso scale. Then you go see that this is isometric projection of frustum of core, right? Now try to solve these 4 problems and send to my numbers. Thank you for watching this video.